Hi everyone and welcome to In the Sewers. In the Sewers is a series where I chat to bands varying in genres of rock and basically have a bit of a natter with them. I talk about what they've got going on, what they haven't got going on, and I ask them a couple of cheeky questions so that I can create a playlist for you guys to listen to along the way. In this episode, I am joined by Joshua and Darryl, and they are from the Sleaze glam hard rock band that is Roxy and the Lockhearts. They are absolutely brand spanking new, as in their new single drops at midnight tonight. They are fresh on the scene. You may recognise Joshua from another incarnation in a different life with a different band, but they took the time just to chat to little old me about what they've got coming up, and I got to ask them those very important questions. Hi guys, thank you for joining Glamrat in the Sewers. How are you all doing? You all okay?
We're all good. How are you?
Oh, marvellous. It's been
Good.
a long time since I chatted to Josh in another incarnation in a different band, but we are
Yes.
also joined by Darryl. Are you all right over there, love?
Yeah, I'm fine. Down South Way.
I was going to say, you're
Not
not
too
from the
bad.
same neck of the woods, are you? So that's a
No,
bit of
oh God, no. No, we're miles apart from each other. We're about 4 hour journey, four
Yeah,
and a half
lucky
hour journey
him.
away from each other.
oh no, yeah. Good job that really. You get some peace and quiet in the end of the day,
Yeah.
don't you? But you guys are two bits of Roxy and the Love Hearts, which is a brand new project that is brand new, basically. It is exactly what it says
It
on the
is.
tin. So, what can people expect from you guys? Because you've been teasing some stuff for a while. You've had some visuals, you've got some merch knocking about, you've got your first gig and that coming up as well. So, tell people what you guys are basically about.
So basically, as anyone that knows anything about me musically, I've wanted to have like a glam band for the longest time. Charlie, you know this.
Yes, I do, lovely.
So I did tiptoe in it a couple of years ago, and I've sort of had things on the back burner for a while. And then obviously with me previous band, me leaving that one, I just thought it's time for me to actually create this band. And it's exactly what it says on the tin. It's just a hard rock, sleazy, glam, hair metal kind of thing. I mean, and I just like to label it as it's just party rock basically. I just want a band that people can just dance to. Not too serious, not too like complicated, just some just good tunes that people can move to.
That's all you want, really, sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah,
You just want to, you want to go to a gig and just forget about what's going on, you know?
exactly.
Yeah. And how did Darryl then come into this fold then?
But that is actually a funny story, that one, isn't it, Darryl?
That's a drunken story. Myself and my good friend Lee Graham were supposed to be seeing Buck Cherry at Rock City.
Right.
Lastminute.com got cancelled. We thought, oh well, we'll stay in a hotel room, drink a bottle of Jägermeister, or go down Tap and Tumbler. Done a bit of phone calling around, decided Tap and Tumbler. Lo and behold, Josh is there with
Of
his
course.
previous band. Um, One thing led to another. Alcohol was flowing, and we got chatting.
Yeah,
And that's where we first met.
yeah.
And the rest
Oh,
is history, so they say.
But we were like another level drunk though. I think I was like the hangover I had the day after that. Jesus Christ. I don't even remember getting home.
No, I
As
don't. I
usual.
fell asleep. I fell asleep. It took about 3 days to recover.
can't
Not
party
good.
like we used to, you know. We
No.
just can't party like we used to.
Well, my body thinks I can, brain not.
Yeah.
But that's such a romantic story, you know. Got chatted up in a bar, you went home together, now you started a project. It's great.
You know what? I'm pretty sure I've still got a picture knocking around as well from that night. I'll have to send it to you
Oh
from
yeah,
when we were here.
definitely.
When we didn't even barely know each other and we were just hanging off each other absolutely rotten.
Yeah, yeah. I remember a couple of days later, I was looking at people on my phone that I'd never met before, and I'm like, "Who the hell are they?" And then slowly bits come back, and people start sending you messages. I remember hanging around with Harriet from Muddy Brook, but that's about the only thing I can
Gorgeous
remember.
girl. Gorgeous girl. She's
Yeah,
so
brilliant,
lovely.
brilliant band
Mhm.
as well, and so
Yeah.
Yeah,
friendly.
definitely.
And that's what we want to achieve. We want to achieve that friendliness where you can just come up and chat to us.
Yeah.
Um, we're Roxy and Lockhearts. It's not just about us; it's the audience as well.
I was gonna say, how
Well,
did
They're
that name come about then? Because it's like it's Roxy and the Lockhearts. So who's the Lockhearts and who's Roxy?
so the way it kind of was, it used to be my old stage name when I was like 18.
Right.
So then when I put it together, I thought, you know what, I'll just change it into like a band name. and it's gonna sound dead cheesy, but the way I sort of wanted to do it is not that like one person is Roxy. It's like the band is Roxy, and like the way Darryl's just said that, it's like the fans are like the Lockhearts. So it's like a communicative kind of all together kind of way of
That
putting it
works.
out there. That was my idea of it, really.
I quite like that. That's, so is it more of a collective thing? Is getting everybody involved
Yeah,
and, it's not just a us and them kind of thing. It's more of
yeah,
like everybody's all mixed into one. So I presume your influences, because I've been very, very lucky. I've had a little bit of a listen to your single that drops tomorrow. Is it From Midnight Tonight?
yeah, yeah. Will
Yeah.
be. Yeah,
So it'll drop tomorrow, and I got really old school Motley Crue kind of vibes, like Shout at the Devil kind of
that's
esque,
what we
smoking
want.
in the boys' room. Is
Yeah,
that the is
that's
that the kind of
Yeah,
genre we're going for, or is it
yeah.
a completely different direction? You're just teasing there.
It,
no, it's definitely my main influence is early crew. I mean, I'm the Mick Mars of the band. I'm a lot
The
older than the
alien.
others, a lot older than the others. But so Motley Crue, the Sweet, stuff like that is what I grew up on. All the glam bands, T Rex and stuff like that, and then a bit of punk as well. So, but yeah, if people compare us to Motley Crue, then that's good. We're
I was gonna
happy
say
with
that's
that.
the vibe that I got listening to it, and the sirens. How did you record the sirens at the beginning of the song? Is that just hanging out your window, Josh?
yeah, Liverpool, innit? You know what I mean? Do you know what? I'm pretty sure, like I shouldn't really say this, but I'm sure we just like pulled it off YouTube, just a siren. I thought, you know what? Originally, like obviously when people hear it, they'll hear like a talk box thing at the
Yes.
beginning as well. So my good friend Jamie, obviously from my ex-band King Voodoo, the singer, that's him doing that, just like with a talk
Right.
box sort of thing. Because I said to him, is there any way we can emulate that? And he was like, well, I'll just give it a go. And it worked really well. And I'm like, for just like a sort of like a effect for the
Mm.
intro, it worked. So I didn't think
Yeah,
the sirens were going to work as well as they did, but yeah.
it does. It really melds all together because I think is it on the Wild Side. I think the Wild Side, Motley Crue, they have sirens like towards the end and things like that.
Yeah,
But you do have that 80s kind of thing of where you couldn't stop the song, so you've just bled it out.
yeah.
Was that
It's
intentional?
it's just chaos. It just starts and doesn't stop.
Just keep rolling it and rolling it and rolling it, just see
Yeah,
where it ends eventually.
yeah.
Eventually. Well, how do you feel about Motley Crue as it stands at the moment? Because it's a shame that they kind of they split away from Mick Mars and things like that. Obviously, they have a longevity about them, but everything seems to be a little bit sad out there right now. Would you still, if they came a knocking, would you still go on tour with them?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I seen them when they last came over within, I can't ever pronounce it. Was it like Leadham Festival, Lytham? I don't know where it was. They played with Def Leppard, and they were good. Like I love John Five, like separately, and he was good. He's fantastic with
Mm.
them. You know, he's overqualified for them. He is, but it weren't the same for me because it's like he had too much stage presence. Where Mick was just one of them. He didn't. It less is more with him. He just
Yeah,
stand there and he just had that aura, didn't he? So. I
yeah,
mean, we'll always love them, and it's always, one of the biggest glam bands up there, if not the biggest. But
yeah.
yeah, it's one of them. But they come round you, I don't know. I mean, I've seen them a few times now, and I don't know. I just think about like the whole thing Tommy Lee does when he gets his dick out and that. I'm just a little bit over it, to be honest, for the age of him.
I've got to admit, I think everybody's seen that now. It's
Yeah,
like, yeah, your party trick's kind of ended now. It's just done.
exactly. Yeah,
How about you, Darryl?
Yeah,
How
I
do you
mean,
feel
I,
about
I
it?
I'd rather tour of them now where there's no drugs, alcohol, and all the strippers going on. I don't think my body would be able to handle it back in the 80s. I think I'd have been dead years ago. But the positive out of it is Mick Mars has come out with a cracking album.
It's a
yeah, yeah,
great album.
He's
Yeah,
doing his own stuff now, which is
yeah,
really good. And I think being with Crew, he's probably held back a bit
yeah,
in because everyone knows Nicky Six is master and commander of Motley Crue Camp.
yeah,
He pulls the strings. He's the boss. And that now Mick Mars has come out with a phenomenal album, which is just way better than what Motley Crue are producing at the moment.
yeah,
So good luck to him. I mean, the bloke's in his 70s now, and he's still be able to produce wicked albums like that. It's just amazing. But definitely, if either of them, Mick Mars, Motley Crue, want a support band, then Yeah, I'd do it,
You're
Oh,
definitely.
there.
absolutely. Yeah.
Straight there, straight there.
I
So
mean,
tell us a bit more about the writing process for you guys. Have you got like a full album together now, or are you just going to tinker with some singles and then bring out something long played later?
So we've literally got to hand about 10 songs that are pretty much like done, just ready to finish up and get ready. That's obviously going to be the majority of the opening set that we do. But when it comes down to ideas, there's just countless stuff that we've got. Like there's countless riffs knocking around, lyrics, everything. So we're never going to be short of stuff to do because with stuff that I do, like I just come up with stuff like they did and everywhere. And like my voice memos in my phone's ridiculous. Like the stuff that I've gotten in it, it's outrageous. I think I've got over like 700 voice memos just in a music folder in my phone of just
20 gig
random
voice
snippets.
notes.
Oh yeah, literally of me just like screaming down the phone.
Do you get
So
them messages in the middle of the night then, Darryl, like, here, mate, listen to this, and then you're half asleep?
Yeah, I get a few WhatsApp messages like just come up with this idea.
yeah,
What do you think? And it's always a thumbs up from me. Then we sort of meet up once, twice a month to rehearse. And that same riff will probably have about 20 different variants to it.
yeah,
Yeah,
We'll just start jamming and bouncing off each other different ideas and that. And and we'll probably come up with 4 or 5 good ideas. And then we just sit on them for a little while, mull it over, and then come up with the final one.
I have a couple
But I
of
mean,
average ideas thrown in the background as well.
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously we play them to friends and that and get their opinion,
Yeah,
because they've all got the same influences as us. So, and I
Yeah.
think that's what counts. If they like it, then you know you're onto a good thing.
Yeah, definitely. So do you think 2026 you're going to be helling out? Because I'm pretty sure you've got some gigs lined up for 2026, haven't you? I know like we're not anywhere near the end of 25, but I'm pretty sure you've got some dates booked in, haven't you?
we do. We've got Rockmantic. I think it's in February, I'm sure.
Yes,
January,
February
Yeah,
February, isn't it?
12th, something like that, roundabout. I should know this because I work for him, but yeah, off the top of my head, no.
it's around Valentine's Day somewhere, isn't it? That sort of.
Yes, that'll
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, we got a couple lined up. We've got my friends at Darker My Horizon. They want to do a gig with us. We're just trying to find a venue around the Cambridgeshire area so we
hmm
can do that when they're travelling around this area. We have got a few lined up. Don't know if we can mention one of the bigger ones or not yet.
We'll just
Yeah,
sit on that and then eventually we'll come back round to that.
yeah. We've
Mention-
just been we've just been lucky to be honest because considering like the single hasn't even come out yet, we have been approached quite a bit for gigs well into next year and stuff, and it's been amazing the people that have been contacting us for getting onto shows and stuff. So it's going to be good, especially next year. It's going to be mega. Like it'll be really good.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of great albums from 1986 turning 40 next year.
hmm
Like, you know, so definitely the glam and hair metal scene and sleazy scene is going to be well up for a good time. I'm hoping there's going
Yeah,
to be quite a few people going on tour so we can all
yeah,
celebrate all together.
yeah.
So what I have been asking people, and I'll be asking people all through this season, I want to know your greatest opening riffs of all time. You can have up to three because I'll be putting these together in a playlist for people to listen to. So, your greatest opening riff of all time.
I need to think.
Oh, oh, that's a tough one. I'd probably say Diagnosis from the Wild Hearts.
Right. That's a different one. Okay. I like that. Yeah. Any more to add on to that or just that one? You're just going to go with the one.
Just that one at the moment. Yeah, I'm going to go obscure and go with the Wild Hearts Diagnosis.
I like that. Okay. How about you then, Josh?
I don't know. Like there's a couple that I'm kind of thinking.
Can I have a guess at
Um,
one?
go
I
on, you
would have
can.
thought you'd have said Lay It Down by Rat.
Yeah, that was definitely one of them, 100%.
Yeah.
That one I love, even like Overnight Sensation by Firehouse, just that opening scream he
Yeah.
does on it as well. Oh my God, yeah, amazing.
Love a bit of Firehouse, like.
hmm
Just fantastic. Such a
Yeah,
shame he passed away, you know, and
yeah,
it's it's great that these bands are still knocking around, to be fair, like on Spotify and things like that. You know,
yeah.
are you gonna try and stay as independent as possible, or are you still gonna do all your usual platforms and things like that?
Yeah, definitely. I think we're just going to do it as much on our own as we possibly can because we don't have anything to lose. So
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
Right, okay. So we're gonna go with those two. And then another question that I've been asking people, which band do you think is massively overrated that everybody loves? And which band do you think is massively underrated that everybody should love?
Ooh.
Underrated, overrated. Go.
Hey, God, overrated. God, for me, overrated. There could be like a million of them, really, couldn't there? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Darryl, do you think of anything? My brains went to mush.
Overrated for me is Oasis.
I was going to say
Yes.
Oasis, but everything's something else.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm
that's
not
probably
a
going to.
Oasis girl at all.
I've never been a
So,
massive fan, not just for their antics off stage, but I just find their music so boring.
yeah,
Um,
Yeah, for me, it's
it's a
probably
pity it was revisited.
I'd probably say Coldplay as well. I've never got it. I don't understand.
never, never
No,
hit your stride at all with that.
Unless
no,
you're cheating on your
it's
missus, what's the point?
The memes that came out of that though were absolutely gold though. So
100%, yeah.
no, I get Coldplay because they have absolute bangers, don't get me wrong. They do have bangers, but yeah, it doesn't hit right with me. I can't.
To
So
be as big as they are, like, I don't know, it's like, I'm not saying that they're a bad band, each to your own, but
yeah.
to be doing the gigs they're doing, it's like, what are you hearing the win? What? I don't get it.
What are you tuning into that I'm not getting?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that. And what about a band that is underrated that everybody should love? Get on board.
Do you know what? There's probably a million bands I could say, but obviously you'll agree. It's always the Nickelback hate that I don't get.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
like
get it.
they're a phenomenal band, and these still will get shit now, and
Yeah.
they've got some amazing songs.
Yeah. I mean, they've got a clever kind of business model. They create the pop stuff, push that out, but then people who are their real fans buy the album, and then when they buy
Yeah,
the album, there's loads of gems in
the
there.
proper
And
the heavier stuff. Yeah,
yeah, like I've got most of their albums, and that first album's not great because Chad doesn't know how to sing at that point, and this is coming from
yeah,
someone who doesn't sing. But from the second album, Curb, it is, yeah,
yeah.
absolutely fantastic. Brilliant. How about you, Daryl?
I'm going to go back a few years now and say Three Colours Red. I think they
Oh,
were
No,
massively, massively overlooked back in the day.
hmm.
Um, should have gone bigger, should have gone far bigger.
Yeah.
And I think probably for a band on the scene now that probably bigger in America than they are here is Midnight Devils. They get a good
Yeah.
following over here, but they
Yeah.
don't get the airplay and the mainstream media that I think they fully deserve.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
To be fair,
Obviously the glam scene's massive in America again, and they're
mhm.
doing really well.
doing all right, aren't they,
So
over there? Definitely
yeah, I mean
doing all right.
they're back over here next year, so I think we have to tap them up and get a support slot with them.
Mhm.
That'd be cool.
100%.
Go on the scrounge. Any chance?
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
love
We'll
a
shoot
good
Jimmy a
scrounge.
message and find out.
Yeah, why not? Just shoot him a message and see what happens. See what happens. One for me is probably Kicking Valentina. I
Yeah.
think they are
Yeah,
underrated as a band who put on such a huge show. Like
Mhm.
what I've seen them quite a few times now, and they are absolutely bananas. But they are a really big party rock, dirty, sleazy band, and I just love them. I just love them. Another a band that I think is kind of overrated, as everybody will probably not expect from me, is Iron Maiden. I've never understood Iron Maiden.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Never
I
got it.
fell asleep. I'm sure I said this last time. I fell
Yeah.
asleep at an Iron Maiden concert. I'm sure I said this last time.
Yeah.
I
My brother
did.
did. When he saw,
Yeah.
I think he saw him at Download, and he said, "Hey, I was absolutely shit faced anyway." But he said, like, got halfway through the set, and he said, "I just fell asleep. My mates left me
Mm.
there. I woke up to like the arena empty."
Yeah.
yeah.
Just
I get that. I feel the
yeah,
same with AC/DC. I mean, back in the day, yeah,
yeah.
but now I just there's far better bands out there now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I've seen AC/DC. Say I've seen them, I've ticked them off a bucket list. I was front row as well. How I managed that, I've got no idea.
Yeah. Amazing.
But I understand the concept of like, yeah, there isn't much left in the tank, really. One band that I would love to see just make one last hurrah, because obviously Ozzy Osbourne did his farewell gig, but one band I would love to do a farewell gig because I don't know if they would actually ever come back in a full mainstream effect would be Aerosmith. How do you guys
Yeah,
feel
me
about
too.
Aerosmith?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'd watch that.
They're the one band that I
They,
missed as well.
Yeah, I had tickets to Manchester in 2020, and obviously COVID turned up, delayed it to 21, and then delayed it to 22, and then we're like, yeah, not happening. And I was absolutely devastated. I was
Oh
gutted.
yeah.
I would love to see them. Is there a band that you wish you had seen back in the day and in their full prime, but not necessarily would see them now?
No, for me, it's always Queen. Always Queen.
Right, that's an interesting one.
Mhm.
Okay. How about you, Darryl?
the Doors.
Love the Doors.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I can't get on the vibe with the Doors. Jim Morrison, handsome man. I, I just can't get on board with them.
Yeah.
No, one of my favourites, which is a bit obscure, but yeah, I love the Doors.
Yeah.
Um, can't think of any other band that I haven't seen that I'd really like to see. But yeah, definitely the Doors. Go back in time and especially to hang out with them as well.
Yeah, because apparently they were
Would be
quite
quite cool.
quite a good entertaining evening, apparently.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. From the scenes I've seen and footage I've seen, but no gig was the same. Three great musicians that just jammed along, which
Yeah,
I think is how it should be. If the crowd wants something different, then take them down that avenue. Let the
yeah,
crowd influence the band rather than the band influence the crowd.
yeah, definitely. Is that
You
kind of
know?
the vibe that you want to go down with when with Roxy and the Lockhearts then? Just get that feedback from the crowd to then give them what they want really rather than just what the band necessarily wants.
Oh, 100%. It's a
Definitely.
you know me. It's just all about putting a show on, isn't it? People come to watch you perform rather than just. Do you want to listen to your music? Then put your Spotify on. But do you want to watch a show?
Come and watch you guys.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
you've changed positions, haven't you? Because you're not a
Yeah.
bassist anymore. You've gone from being a
No.
left-handed bassist to a left-handed guitarist. How's that working
Yeah.
out?
To be fair, I'm back where I should be anyway, where I always have been. So I can just scream down a microphone and play a guitar now. So people are just getting more of me now than just a bassist.
To be fair, I've got some cracking photos of you at Call Wild, and you just look so fed up.
Yeah. I was
Absolute
so
stank face
hungover as
on.
well. I was absolutely dying. It was so good, but I was dying.
No, it was good crack. That tent was hot though. Would you like to go
Yeah.
back to Call the Wild?
Oh, I'd love to. Yeah, absolutely love to. I'd go back in a heartbeat with these guys. Yeah.
So who else is it? Because obviously I've got two bits of you guys. So who else is a part and what do everybody do? So obviously you do guitars and vocals. Darryl, what are
Mhm.
you doing, lovely?
I'm on the drums and backing vocals.
Nice.
Well,
Making
I
a whole
say
lot of
backing vocals,
noise
more
back there.
screaming, screeching. Yeah,
I like
Yeah.
it.
I'll
I
keep the
like
rhythm
it.
going at the back,
That's
out
what
of
you need.
trouble at the back.
And who else are we missing then?
So we are currently recruiting a permanent bass player. So we've got like standing people like depping for us, like whatever we need at the minute.
Yep.
But we're just trying to find the right fit at the moment, which I'm sure won't take long. And on guitar, we have one of my ex-band mates called Rob. He was like a mini Zach Wild. He's fantastic. You will have heard him on the single. So
Brilliant.
he's good. He's very good.
That's the thing. You don't want to be dealing with anybody who's half-assed. You want to be with somebody who's got exactly the same vision as
Yeah.
yourself. And I'm pretty sure you're going to find it. I mean, God, if you're 4 hours apart, there's got to be somebody at one end of the country that's going to be joining in.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one question as well for the final before we disappear. I have been asking people since you guys are on my show, and you never know who's watching. Might be some big, producer record label or anything like that. I want you guys to sell yourself. Hooer yourself out to somebody and say, please give me a gig, give me a record deal, put me on this tour. Appeal to your favorite band so you can get onto a tour with them. Go.
Go on, Darryl. What do you think?
Well, that's a tough one, that, isn't it? Um,
I'm not an easy girl.
they should just book us anyway because we're good.
Just good.
Simple as that. We're good. We've got the attitude. We've got the sass. We wear more eyeliner than our partners. I do definitely.
Not smoking in the boys' room, it's fighting in the bathroom with the
Yeah, oh,
eyeliner.
yeah. Fucking hell, yeah.
Yeah. The only thing Josh has got that I haven't is the long hair. But
I thought you were just doing a
I
Bret
think I
Michaels
coloured
thing.
mine. Yeah, I coloured mine when I was a lot younger, and that's all fallen out. So
We could get you a wig. Brett Michael's been doing it for
Yeah,
years.
but
It's
I,
fine.
no,
Don't
I
worry about
haven't
it.
got to straighten it anymore, so that's all cool. I think there's a lot of bands out there that once they see us live and hear the stuff, they'll want us on tour with them.
Yeah,
Definitely.
awesome. How
Yeah,
about you,
I don't think
Josh?
we'll have to sell ourselves too hard. Hopefully not, anyway.
So you know what, for me, obviously, when the band came together, like my main goal was literally just to do the main circuit of festivals, like, you know, Call of the Wild, SOS, Haim, HRH, like Savfest, you know, any of them. Like my main goal, what I would kill to do with this band is play Steelhouse, just
Awesome.
because it's got that stage that just runs right out into the crowd. If I could get us there, then my job's done. I'll be like, That's it. I've done
I'm
it."
finished now. I've managed to
Literally,
knacker me clutching coming up this hill to
yeah.
this gig, but I'm sold now. That's good.
But that's it. Just like a good run of gigs, getting on some gigs with bands and doing all the good festivals. Like me and Darryl at Mayors Fest a couple of months ago
Mhm.
in KK Steel Mill, and I'd never been before. And what a venue that is! It's incredible. Like it's absolutely mega. So just getting in all these places and ticking them all off would just be everything that I want to do. And without saying too much, some of the festivals I've just mentioned, we are going to be playing next year.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
keep an eye out for that.
So you're gonna have a band van, or you're all just traveling on the train?
Well, I think, Darryl, you mentioned you were looking into a van, didn't you, eventually?
Yeah, I keep toying with the idea of getting a band van. I think that's something we're definitely going to have to look into
I think so, yeah.
and get, definitely.
And then you just keep in the
But
back and
yeah,
you're
I'm
sorted.
glad you mentioned that, Josh, because there is few of the festivals that you mentioned that have been ticked off the list. So
Yeah,
we'll keep the viewers guessing which ones they are.
yeah, 100%.
Yes, lovely. So we are coming to the end of the interview now, though. So where can people find you guys if they need to listen to you, need to talk to you, need to watch you? Where do people need to go?
So we are on everything you can think of: Facebook, Instagram. From tomorrow, obviously, the single will be all over like Spotify, iTunes, all your streaming platforms. And yeah, just anyone wants to talk to us, just drop us a message. We'll reply to everybody. And yeah, we'll have our merch site up ASAP. At the minute, Darryl is selling the merch on his own, but we're gonna get all that sorted soon. So yeah, just wherever you can think of, we'll be there.
I'll put all the contact details in the description so people can check you out. But thank you so much as always. It's a pleasure to be chatting to you guys. Nice, brand spanking new, out the box, raring to go at midnight. The single Rip and Tear by Roxy and the Lockhearts is going to be out for everybody to download, stream, do whatever you guys need to do. But make sure you take care of yourselves, boys, and I will see you hopefully at a gig very, very soon. Ciao.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. See you soon.
Thank you so much to Joshua and Darryl for taking the time out to chat to little old me. And like I said in the interview, and I'm going to tell you guys again now, from midnight tonight, they have a brand new single called Rip and Tear. You guys can get your hands on it on many streaming platforms. I'll put the link in the description for you guys. And don't forget, you need to go and love, like, share, and follow on all social media platforms that you are part of. And while you're there, why don't you give me a bit of love as well? Now, thank you so much for joining me as always, and I'll see you guys in another interview very, very soon. Bye.